God, it's telling me to rotate. And I know I had the orientation set the right way. Oh my gosh, y'all. I got it. Y'all know I hate this thing. And I double checked it. Hey, Lock, I double checked it like 5 minutes ago and it was on horizontal. So I know I'm backwards. I mean, sideways. So, damn it. Rotation is locked. Rotate device back. Y'all, all right, bear with me, please. This happened a couple weeks ago and I said I didn't double check it, but I checked it this time. Shit, I hate this vertical. Like, if you can hear me, let me know, because on my end, the volume went all the way down. So if you can hear me, let me know. If not, I'm going to have to take it off and then put it back on again. I hate this vertical. Hey, Sons of Ray, if you can hear me, let me know, because my volume here, when I switched it, went all the way down. And so I don't even know if you guys are getting sound or not. So if you can hear me, please let me. Okay, thank you. Sons of Ray, I double checked it 5 minutes ago to make sure I was horizontal, and it showed. Sorry about that. Showed me I was horizontal, and then I come on here and I'm vertical. I dropped one of my palettes and now I can't pick it up. Okay. I kind of want to just jump in, y'all, because I'm tired. I got home maybe like an hour ago. Oh man, I tried to put the thing and it done slid to the side. Y'all, tonight is another night. It seems like every Monday I'm just like, for whatever reason. But so what I was going to do is, I think I'm going to do the intro only to give YouTube time to notify people. But what I was going to do is show what I took with me. I went away to a conference. And so I just packed up some makeup to take in. I was supposed to do someone's face for the formal dinner. So I took stuff for that. City Beauty has sent me another gloss, and it was for it was some sale, and I posted it on my community tab. And I kept saying I asked her, where are we going to receive it? She said, yes, and it should have been here. And I said, well, it's not in my box. It turned out they sent it to my P.O. box. And so before I even came home, I went to the post office box and that was there. So I'm actually going to apply this today. And I believe it was for Labor Day. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to show everything I took with me, what I used. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to just do the intro right now for people who are part of the replay crew. What's up? How y'all doing? This channel I call the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. My name is Dion. I call it the Crazy Troll Nation because just know it's okay to be your authentic self, however your authentic self is. This is a great... Oh, your people love unpackings and packings, and I didn't have time to pack, like to show it. And after the fact, because I was stuck on what to do for today's live, I said, you know what, hey, Sylvia. I was like, you know what? I'm going to show what I took. Because usually I will show what I took, and then when I come back home, I'll show what I actually used out of what I took. And people love those videos, Sons of Ray. Hey, Adrian. Excuse me for mispronouncing your name. And so, yeah, and the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Wear whatever you want to, whatever tool, whatever technique, whatever brand. I'll be forgetting my intro, y'all. Just wear what you want to and just rock it. And because the bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. And embrace your natural features. Enhance them if you want to, but never feeling like you have to. So that was the intro. 2 things for those of you who are a part of the replay crew or who have never been here before. I do curse because I curse. Hey, bestie. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly, excuse me, hiccups, gurgles, and belches. So we're going to look at this from City Beauty. And I wrote down somewhere like what it was described as. And I really do like their glosses. And I do be wearing them. Sometimes on their own. And sometimes I put, this is sparkling cider. I know it's warm tone something. That's all I remember, y'all. And so we're going to put this on so y'all can see what it looks like on me. When there's a sale, because the sale ends tonight, September 2nd. they're having a buy one get one free on all of their lip products, and my code will give you, I want to say 15%, at least 10%. But y'all, these glosses are $35. So I do recommend, if you want to get them when there's a sale. They had a National Lipstick Day sale where they were buy one get one free, and now it's another buy one get one free for Labor Day. And this is the shade they came out for Labor Day, which is sparkling. What did it say? Sparkling cider. So we're gonna put this on. My lips are dry, y'all, and I gotta keep not licking my lips. Anyone know if Hourglass will be up at midnight? Sunscreen, I don't know. I've been away and I've been so exhausted. And what's weird is that I have been sleeping and I wake up and I'm still exhausted. And I think I'm crashing because of that thing that I did that I told y'all about probably last Monday's live that I was hustling to get done. And yeah, I don't remember if it was midnight EST or not. But I had been hustling trying to get that thing done I told y'all about. And it started affecting my health because I started losing sleep. And then I started getting migraines triggered by sleep deprivation. I do have other triggers. Oh, this is pretty. I mean, it looks like my lips. But the shine is cute. I just know it's warm tone something with sparkles. So this is nice. Hey, Dawn. And so, not yet, but I had a follower reach out to ask, and I have no clue. Oh, okay. However, it's my understanding there's 5 new shades in each palette. Get it? Sons, I believe it when I see it. Because y'all know Hourglass be just putting in one new shade to my new palette. But I decided I'm not going to get those again because I end up decluttering them. Because I find that and they're beautiful and they're lovely, but and I think it's just something with face palettes. Because even that Esom one I had, I ended up decluttering that one, and it's sold in my Macquarie store just like the Hourglass stuff. So this is the newest City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. And for those who are new watching the replay, they contacted me, Sundry, and I was surprised. And I'm like, who are these people? I do have a playlist for City Lips. There is no obligation to post. But y'all know me. I'm a content creator. I'm going to do content. And whether I like it or I don't, I'm going to let y'all know. But, and it's a partnership program. So, like, every quarter, they send us a form, and we can pick however many items they say we can pick. And I'm like, oh, partnership programs is really nice. So, I'm hoping it's for next year, too. But I don't know. It might just be for this year. I don't know. But, hey, Tony. You're going to try and get Hourglass this year? I really do hope they're all new shades, but I'll believe it when I see it. So this is the newest one. So I do recommend when they have a half off sale, buy one, get one free. And even though it's not unheard of to pay $30-something for a gloss, because Pat do that, other brands do that. But, and I think maybe because it's the plumping thing that they charge more, because I don't pay, even for Pat, I used to buy her glosses on sale. Like, I never paid $30-something for a gloss. But, so I am glad that they sent them to me. So what I took with me, this is the caboodle that I took with me with stuff in it to do Chick's face for the formal dinner. Let me act like I got some sense. She does have her own foundation, so I said, okay, cool. Because I have not shade matched anybody yet. And I still need to learn color correcting, and I need to learn mixing. So I'm gonna ask my neighbor who doesn't wear makeup at all if I can do her face, because then that'll require me to mix up shades, because she don't wear any makeup at all, and she's a little more tan than me. So I know, well, she couldn't use my stuff anyway because I double dip in my own stuff, and you know that's a no working on other people. So, but yeah, but I do definitely want to learn color correcting, and I do have this stuff to do that with. I just need to actually do it and then just keep practicing it. These are the brushes I used today for this look. It's no big deal. These are the brushes that live, all except one. These are the brushes that live in my Esom brush book. So I used these today, and I just wrapped them up in a napkin so I can wash those. Of course, my microfiber cloth. This is that fashion fair bag from Dude's mom. Y'all, he is in his feelings. And I'm like, burn that bridge if you want to. And so in here was my color wheel, and I had other stuff in here, but then when I was there, because some stuff I actually gave her to keep. My other metal, excuse me for the glare, my rectangular palette is in here, and one of my spatulas. Y'all, I felt so professional because I was scooping stuff out, putting it on my palette. Da, 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 da. Oh man, and I can't even post a look because this is a live stream. But she looks so pretty, and I'm like, damn, I did that. The only thing I did not do was her foundation. I set her face. I did her blush, her highlighter. And what else did I do? I did her brows, her lower lash line, upper lash line, did her mascara up and lower, did her lip liner, did her lips. And y'all know what? If y'all remember me saying before that I was like really nervous, I was not nervous at all. And I was sweating because it was hot in there because Big Sis want to keep opening the curtains to look outside and I could feel the heat coming in because of the side of the building our room was on. But I didn't buy nothing doing it. I just got home today. I left on the 28th and just got home today. Hey, Tanya. We are already downplaying our gifts. And so I took Garnier, my travel size, didn't use it. And this was stuff I was going to use from her. Y'all, guess what? Remember when I talked about, and I even had showed it to y'all when I got it, the ring light that I had sitting on my pony wall in the back, that extra light? Y'all, that thing fell apart. And it's my fault because when I took it apart, when I brought it home before, I noticed that one of the little screw things was cracking, the plastic. And when I went to put it together today, that thing went shh. So I couldn't even attach the ring light to the stand. So I just left the whole thing in there for them to throw away. But for some odd reason, I thought, let me just keep this piece. I don't know why. And it was an extra washer in there, but it's not where I could use it to put it back together. And it wasn't even enough plastic for me to like glue it in. So I'm like, and I did order 2 more, one to keep here and one to travel with. And I ordered that while I was away, and so it should be here later this week. And this was an extra holder for the phone. I said I'm definitely going to keep that. I took these, I put extra brushes in, which I thought I was going to use. This lives in my Esom brush book, and this is that Makeup Forever brush that I keep in here because there's nowhere else for me to store it because I store my brushes and things like this. And so with a double-sided brush, that is not going to work. So what I put in here were, because my plan was, y'all, the lighting sucked. And so I only ended up doing face of the day. And the quality sucked. The lighting was bad. The last 2 looks, I'm holding my camera and my phone, well, my phone in my hand, excuse me, because I couldn't put it up on a thing. Y'all, it sucked. But I had a whole plan to use the MAC Pride palette, Madame Violet from Notoriously Morbid, and the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. And so I took extra brushes. These are the 2 LaRouche brushes that I use for lower lash line. Thank you for being here with me because I will put these away as I talk about them. These are Scott Barnes brushes I was going to use for blending. I ain't used none of these. These are 2 Esom brushes for packing. Didn't use none of those. 2 Hourglass for blending. I ain't used those. 2 Hourglass for packing. Excuse me. Those were for blending. These are packing. Didn't use those. Took a cloth. Took another cloth. I took my lipstick applicator. Y'all, these came in handy, and I know they say we should have them in our kit. These really came in handy. And even my sponge tips, excuse me, by the way, this is a nude stick container that I kept. And so that's what I keep lipstick applicators in for when I travel, or just, yeah, when I travel, when I go away. This is from, y'all remember I Method Beauty from before when they sent me PR? I kept the tin. And so I put sponge tip applicators in here, and they fit perfectly in here. So I travel with these as well. And I use these. I was doing her face, and she went like this. And I'm like, are you okay? She's like, I got a cough. So she, and then her eye, like, tear just, I was like, oh, man. And she says, oh, my eyes are going to tear now, because they always do when I cough. I said, I got you. Don't worry about it. I took my sponge tip, and I was just tapping, turned it over, tapped it, flipped it over, tapped it. Y'all, I was like, I really am, like, doing this thing. And I wasn't even nervous. And I kept thinking I was going to be so nervous. I'm not going to show you this because I did show y'all the kit. So I did take the blush, whatchamajigget. Most of your collection is luxury. Says Sunseray, Tanya. Sunseray, that is a lot of luxury. What did I just see? Labor Day sales. I'm gonna shop before the night is over. I almost was, but wasn't quite tempted by Natasha's sale because I know her end of the year sale is really good too, and usually it includes a whole lot more stuff than her sale this time. And so I was like, nah. And then I just got I Need a Nude for $39. Makeup items you want aren't on sale. Chanel and Dior. Oh, and those are expensive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, sweet Melissa. And so I took this, and where's this thing at? You know, I think I didn't give it to her. I meant to give her these because these have a scent to it. And I have not opened these, but from a pack before I opened, and I meant to give these to her and I forgot. So those will just stay in my kit. I used a blush on her, a cream blush that I never used before, and they do say use stuff on yourself first so you can get a feel for the formula, how it works or whatever. And I had never used this, and I had never opened it till there. This is a cream blush, and it's from Rimmel London. It says Jelly Blush, and the shade, I don't know what the shade is. Okay, wait. I don't know. But this is what it looks like. And she's brown skin. So in one of those, in that 3 face of the day looks one video, I'll pop up a picture showing y'all, hey Sarah, the look that I did on her. But I thought, and she's more brown than me, and I thought this would look pretty on her. And it went flat again, I think, because it's been hot. And so I took my spatula and mixed it and put some on my palette, and dipped the brush in it and put it on. And this was really pretty on her. One side wasn't blending the way I wanted it to, because that's where I put it first. And so I'm like, okay, I need to. So, but the other side came out perfect. So I kept going back and forth, blending, and then it did start to act right. And then I put this on top of that. This to me in person reminds me of Paradise Venus from Pat McGrath. And so I did use this, but I'm like, this palette is not universal. I do have a video coming up reviewing the items in that kit. That's all I'm going to say right now. I took some re-wetting drops. Those are single use. She said she had mascara, but I didn't know how old it was. And so I took this, but I didn't end up opening it. And it's small enough where I would have let her keep it. But hers was still good. She uses Match Stack mascara. I'm like, oh, I like that. I had took this out of my Macari store from Pat McGrath. This looked beautiful on her. And she don't even wear highlight. Y'all, she looks so pretty. And I was like, damn. Troll did the damn thing. Did I put this on her? I took the Laura Mercier that Bestie has sent me, Pure Canvas Primer, and I put some on the palette, and then she went to put her foundation on. She uses one of the Maybellines, and it is her perfect shade. I was just like, awesome. I was going to give her this, and I forgot. Juicy Bomb. I do not like lipsticks that come in a squeeze tube. I like how it looks because it looks regular. This is the one I opened for me that I use. But I don't like putting stuff on this way because I always end up squeezing out too much. But I forgot to give it to her. I took these just to have to use. Did not use them. I ended up using these two. I like it when all my trolls get along. I love when y'all be chit-chatting. There's a time when everyone has a makeup kit and calls themselves an MUA. I'm glad you are going the professional route, Dion. Thank you. Let me see who said that, because I'm just reading. Tanya, thank you. I thought I was going to use this. It says it's a concealer, and I showed y'all this when I showed the kit. But to me, this side is concealer, and to me, this side is color correcting. And so why they labeled it that, I don't know. But I thought I was going to use it. I have used this one and these two on me, and you can see the marks where I scooped it out and put it on a palette. But I need to color correct more. And the challenge is because the Fenty covers me so well. And when I put the Estee Lauder here, it covers so well. And, this gets camouflaged. Like, I don't have a need to, but I am going to do it because the population I want to work with, some of them are going to want color correcting, and I am going to have to learn to do it. And so I am willing to do that. I took this glowy makeup serum because they do still say, Tanya, they say it was worth $3.99. When I do the review, y'all, I have maybe like 8 videos that are already edited, ready to go. I've just been waiting for a certain thing to happen, and it finally happened. So I'm going to start scheduling those out, and that one will be the first one. And when you see it, y'all going to understand, okay, that's why she wanted stuff to be done first. Because I'm like, but anyway. And so they say start with skincare, and even if they have a fresh face, use, makeup remover wipe or like a face wipe. And one of the instructors, she really likes the Sephora wipes. So they're like, whatever they come on with their face, still just take everything off, even if no makeup, still just do the wipe, and then, you know, put on your moisturizer or whatever. And so I had this that came, this is Laneige, that I never opened. So I'm like, you know, I'll put this on her face. I didn't end up opening it. I made 3 purchases for today, which is stuff that's going to stay in my kit, because the only primer I have is my primer. So, listening and multitasking and occasionally looking at the chat. I appreciate you being here, Locke. I do the same thing. And I'll come into a live and I'll just be like, hey, how y'all doing? I'll be watching you on my TV, because then I have a 55-inch TV. I'm going like this and y'all can't see. And so, you know, I can see it from in my kitchen, over here, over there, over there. And then once in a while, if I hear something, I'm like, oh, then I'll go back and leave a comment on my phone. So I got the Urban Decay primer, because I do actually like this. And as we're supposed to do, I swiped some out on my palette. I was just like I was like, I am really doing this. And I purchased 2 more Fashion Fair powders. I love the Fashion Fair powders. And I decided not to get weekly meal plan. I need to do that. I need to get some salad stuff. So I purchased the 2 darker ones, and I'm not going to use mine on other people because I put in the cap and I'm double dipping in the brush and all of that. But I got Cognac Queen, and as I said, she's more brown than me, and her undertone is kind of reddish. And is anyone else going to do this class like this? You squeeze it out of the tube anyway. And I could do that too, because I'm sure I have like a little tiny jar somewhere where I can just cut it open and scoop it in and do that. But look at this color, y'all. And just like how the Truly Tony, you can see it where I put it, but once I blend it out, it's invisible. That's how this was on her. And I'm like, oh my God. And so that taught me something. That taught me that I'm developing an eye for color. Even though I see color, my color perception is different than other people's. I was like, you know what? I think this will look perfect on her. And it did. And I'm like, and I bought the deepest one as well. So that's going to go in my kit. So I need to put a label on that one. I decided not to get the lighter Fashion Fair powders, because I also really like the translucent from Too Faced, which I won years ago, back when Bestie and I first met, because I had won one of her giveaways. This was years and years ago, and this is how we connected, because every time I would try something, I would message her and say, oh, I tried such and such day, because she sends big boxes, all types of stuff. So every time I would use something, I would message her saying, oh, I tried such and such a day, and I would tell her if I liked it, how it worked for me, or whatever. And this was one of the items, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder Translucent. I love this powder. It doesn't change how my under eye looks when I have on concealer. It does just, you know, blend in. And so I'm not even going to open it because I didn't open it yet. So I took this one that was perfect for her, and this one in case that one wasn't. But so I'm not going to get the 2 lightest Fashion Fair powders, because this can substitute for that, because this is translucent. And so that was everything that was in here. So I'm going to quickly just put this stuff back. Also, something else that I learned was, well, not that I learned, but something else I realized was happening to me was, you're bad with undertones, Tanya? Yeah, I'm okay with undertones, but the thing is when there's some discrepancy between golden and olive and neutral, because a lot of people might say that they're, you know, neutral or golden, and they may be, because I know my face has 3 different undertones, and I find that for people of color, it seems we have more variations in undertones than people who are just fair or light. And so that's where it can be confusing, because when I go places, they're like, oh, you're neutral. And I'm like, look again. Because up here, bare face, my forehead and chin are olivey, my cheeks are neutral, but overall I'm golden. And then when they stop and look, they be like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But but first glance, that's the thing. First glance may look like one thing, but when you go neutral because it's confusing, it is. And so, but when first glance is one thing, but when they really look, they're like, oh yeah. And I like what Vanessa Myricks did in one of her Zoom things, one of her master classes. This was maybe like a year ago. I don't know, might have been 6 months. I don't know. My sense of time is just all over the place. But she was doing a class and I was watching it, and she was saying, so what undertones do y'all see? And they were like, oh, I see some red, I see some gold, and I see such and such. And she was like, all of you are right. And she was pointing out different places And the model had on like a V-neck or something. So, and you can see like so everything they were saying was right. It's just depending on where you look and what you focus on. And so people, I mean, it's challenging because, I remember back in the day I was saying, I was golden, which over I am, and for a while I was saying I'm olive, but then it turns out I am. It's just depending on what part of my face you're looking at. Going golden olive can be bad really quick. Yeah. And then there's like light warm olive, cool medium olive. And somebody has said, one of the instructors has said the most common undertone is olive, but it gets, how does she say it? It gets mistaken for neutral. But then there's a warm neutral, there's a cool neutral. So I'm just like, just pick one. just pick one. So I took this, of course, my brush bulk, and this sucker is heavy. I'm like, what did I put in here? You making tacos tonight, Locke? I feel like I'm yelling. I stopped at, this is my heart-shaped palette. This is the one I used, and I did ask Big Sis to wash it while I was packing up my stuff. I stopped at Taco Bell before I came home because I knew when I got home, y'all, I got home at almost 5 o'clock, and I'm like, I have a live in a couple hours. I'm just like, and I went to the post office first because this was delivered. It said it was delivered in a locker on the 22nd. And so I was checking the locker where I live. And when she said, can you confirm this is your address? I'm like, that's the P.O. box. And so I told her I would check it before I came home. And so I did, and it was there. And then I did email her that it was there. So this is the makeup removal spray, Scandinavia. And I know that because, hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. Makeup removal spray. Took that. This one is just the makeup finishing spray. So I do travel with that. And I just travel with those inside a plastic bag in case they leak. On the other side, which is stuffed to the brim. Thank you for being here, because y'all know I'm going to put this stuff up as I show you. I took my Hourglass Radiant Light. Y'all, this pan getting bigger and bigger. And I had an idea today to, I could use my Eternal Light because I did get sanitizer spray. And the PAO was only 12 months. And so that's something I've been taking into account too. Because on myself, I will keep using it. Dawn says we're on this Taco Tuesday, same wavelength. Because on ourselves, they're like, use it however long you want. But when you're doing other people's faces, they're like, do not do that. If the PAO is 12 months, they said don't use it on people after 12 months. Because what if something happens? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at stuff like, if it's 12 months, like, do I want to buy that? At least not now, because I'm just starting, you know what I'm saying? So am I really going to use enough of it in a year? And my label on here says I open this. The PAO says June 18th, 2024. So technically this is July, August. So technically this is 3 months past when I should be using it. And it can be costly, Dawn. It can. And so I decided not to get these because when I was thinking about her, I said Eternal Light would look really nice on her because it's toasty on me. But I said lightly, that would look nice on her. But I'm like, nah. Yeah, it can get costly. And because I know what I like and I know what works and how they work, that's the stuff I want to get. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So what else is in here? I took my NARS pencil sharpener. Has one side for regular and one for a jumbo, which I don't have any jumbos. So we're going to put that away. Okay. We took this mascara, which I have on now. I love how this mascara works on me. Where's my thing? I done put that way over there. And I do, for those of you who aren't here when I started, I apologize because I double checked that I was on horizontal like 10 minutes before I started the live. And then when I started it, I was vertical. So I had to switch the phone around. So I do apologize for that because I hate this vertical thing. I took 2 Fenty Gloss Bombs. I did use both of them. This one is Riri. This one I actually wore today, which is Fenty Glow. I used both of those. Of course, y'all know I use my brow pencil. This is a new one because I ran out of the other one and I took a new one with me and I did open that to use it. It's like watching Dion unboxing her back to school supplies. Took my NYX lip liner in Alien, which is black. And y'all already know why I did that. I took 4 of my City Lips glosses. And I have one here. And now the new one that they sent me. I really do like these. I wore these three while I was there. I did not wear this one. Because it's important for me to use what I take. Because it's like, why take it if you're not going to use it? And so I do try to, excuse me for the clanking, try to make sure I use what I take. Estee Lauder Concealer, I did use that. Fenty Eyeshadow Primer, I did use that. Fenty Primer and Foundation, I did use these. Y'all, look at this. I'm like, I'll be going through. And I opened this in March this year. March, yeah, 3/27/2024 is when I opened this. And this. And I'll be going through it, y'all. And you know what? I love it. I love it. So what else? I do have another thing with stuff in it, so don't even believe that this is it. I did a look with I Need a Warm, and I already told y'all those 3 videos are like maybe 2 minutes long a piece because the lighting sucked. I was like, this is here, that's there. And this is like I thought it was going to be. It's like golden in the sense that it is so easy to use. There was no mess, and I really don't think I can mess up a look with this palette. The same as golden. It's so easy to use. I think I want to say I use, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. I think I used 7 shades out of here for that look, and it was just so easy and no mess. It wasn't. I was like, But I need to do 2 more looks with it at least to say I went through the entire palette. Excuse me for being out of frame. This is what I have on my eyes today. Madame Violet from Notoriously Morbid. I use, y'all, you know what? I almost didn't use it because every time I open it, it's either this shadow right here or this one right here. And y'all know I'm tapping it into my makeup trash bag. Y'all know I don't like mess. But every time I open it, it's either this one or this one. That's just... But I will say it was jarring around in my bag. But y'all know I don't like mess. But every single friggin' time. But I used 6 of these shades today for this look. And it doesn't look like it. And I remember saying I don't think it's going to be a purple palette. It's a purple. It's a purple palette. The only 3 I did not use... I did not use these 2 and this one. These are the only, these are the only 2 I did not use. Only 3 I did not use, 1, 2, and 3. So I used all of these. And this is what it looked like. I just don't like mess. And honestly, part of me doesn't even want to use this palette because I know those 2 shades are messy. It's a deterrent for me. But I'm like, you know what? I got it. It is beautiful. I'm going to use it. And the look wasn't messy. It's just messy in the pan. And so I'm like, okay, let me just be cool with that. At least it ain't messy on my face. You know what I mean? It is a pretty palette. It really is. And this look was easy to do, too. Like, I was just like, okay, this is really easy. So it's a good palette. Oh, let me put the makeup thing, the Makeup Forever brush back in here. Put that back home. And the brushes I used today, all of those except one live in here. And so I'm going to put that in the kitchen. Okay, this is the last thing. Oh, no, it's not. Yesterday, I hate dirty palette. Tony, is yours like that? Because you're the reason I got this. Because you said you had it. And it is pretty. Is yours messy like that? And usually it's been this one that does the powder. So I'm surprised now it's this one. I'm going to clean that up later. Because And I made sure to pack it in there. And I had cloths on top of it so that it wouldn't get shaken around. But still... I don't understand, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, is yours messy like that, Tony? Yesterday, I used the Pride palette, and I did a look that one of my trolls did, and I added other shadows to it. And so I used, I think, 6 shades, and it was a really pretty look. So it's a shame that the quality sucked for me doing, you know, what I put where, or just saying, but it was just horrible. But I did manage to take some decent pictures. Oh, damn, Tony, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I hate that. I hate that for you. Because really it pisses me off. Really, it pisses me off. It's just like, why? And you know what, Tony? This shipped 2 weeks to the day that I ordered it. Exactly 2 weeks. I ordered it on a Tuesday. It shipped on a Tuesday, and I had it by Thursday. It took a solid 3 weeks to get it, which usually is the turnaround time for me for Notoriously Morbid. But there have been some things that did take like a couple months. But that just pisses me off. I'm like, what's the difference? Like, how? And I ordered mine regular. I didn't go through my rep like, hey, can you slide me in early and have them send my stuff? So I don't. Y'all thought you had yours. Damn it. And so, yeah. So I did my upper lid. I did the look that my Trollkin did, and then for lower lash line, I put this on the first half and this one on the second half, just to give it a little bit more color. And I think I used a yellow liner. And people were like, oh y'all, I want to say this, but I kind of want to wait, but I'm so freaking excited. I had ordered our last 2 homework assignments. One was create business cards. And so I went on Vistaprint, and I had purchased cards from Vistaprint before, so I'm familiar with Vistaprint. Prices are really reasonable. And my order came the 28th. I checked my mailbox before I left out to go to the. Is there a net? The frick? Y'all would swear I live in the country. Excuse me, I'm distracted. And so I checked my mailbox. Okay, let me focus. I checked my mailbox before I headed out of my development to leave, and the cards were in my box, and I had ordered 100. Y'all, I got maybe like 25 cards left. Every time somebody said, oh, I like your makeup, I'm like, I would give them at least like 3. And I was leaving some on the table by the elevator on the floor I was on. And when I would come back, it might be 1 or 2, because I would put 3 on this end of the table and 3 on this end. When I would come back, it might be like 2 here. So I would put like 4 more on the table every time I went to a bathroom. And my big sis told me this. She was like, because I'm like, I need to go use the bathroom. She said, make sure you leave some of your cards in there. I'm like, oh. So every time I would go to the bathroom, I would leave my cards. And somebody that know me, they were like, yeah, I got your card. I'm like, I know her. And this is what's so cool, y'all. Today I was talking to somebody I knew from way back in the day, and we run into each other every now and then in the community. Somebody she knew walked up on her and was talking to her. And she was like, oh, your makeup is pretty. And I said, well, here, I got something for you. And y'all know what she said? Y'all will never guess what she said. She said, I'm a professional photographer. I said, please contact me. Because one of the things they tell you is connect with a professional photographer. Or even if you think a professional photographer won't work with you or network with you, they say go to a photography school. And just see if, you can work together. You do the makeup and they take the pictures. And just kind of trade. You make sure you get your images or whatever. So I was just like... I was so excited. She lives down in Maryland though, but that's okay because I'm back and forth at the Playhouse, so I'm like, we can do stuff there. But I was just like, what? Y'all, stuff is just happening, and it trips me out because I didn't even want to do the damn program. I really didn't. I had no intention on doing the program. And stuff is just lining up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, but yeah, I was excited to use this, and y'all know I got a lot more looks to do because this is 40 shadows. I only use 8, 9. So that means I got like at least another 30 shadows to work through before I can say I worked through this entire palette. But this was easy to use as well, which I know MAC shadows are. But I am really happy with this purchase. Thank you, Sarah. I'm going to send you a picture, Sarah. And I meant to do that. My time has been so weird. Like I told you, I did sleep a lot, but I was still always tired. And I really do think I'm just crashing from just all the hustle and bustle and forcing myself to keep doing, excuse me, more and more stuff. I'm just tired. I'm tired. So this is the last thing, one of the other ESOM cases. And these were in the ESOM professional kit thingy. This is one of the ones with the Velcro. The only one that doesn't have Velcro is the brush booklet. So what we have in here, y'all already know. And this is almost halfway. And I opened this in July this year. Look at this. Y'all, but I do think I'm going to get... I don't remember if there's a shade between this one and Cognac Queen that I showed you. And I did just tell y'all I bought the 2 darkest ones, Cognac Queen, and the one deeper than that. Okay, let me just stick there on top. I was going to say something else. So I don't know if there's one between this one and that one. I may get the one lighter than this. I'm not sure because I have that translucent from Too Faced. I'm trying to be reasonable because because y'all know the stuff I like is expensive. I took the two smaller House Labs blushes. I did use them both. This one is Fire Moon, and with Fire Moon, I used the highlighter Raw Amber. And so I'm sure, and people that hadn't seen me for years, they were like, "Your makeup always on point, Miss Dion." I'm like, "Thank you." So this is what these two look at this, y'all. Fire Moon and Raw Amber. Oh my God. So I'm gonna put these away. So thank you for being here with me to put stuff away. And I took French Rosette, which is this one. And for this, I used Fire Opal. So let me hold these two up together. This is what these two look like. Y'all, oh my gosh. But every time somebody's like, "Oh, your makeup," here you go. I'm still trying to figure out. I do have what services I want to do, but I'm still trying to figure out pricing and, you know, other stuff. The two House Labs bronzers, deep level 10, medium level 7, and I did use both of these, of course. How do you fit in here? Because you acting like you don't want to go home yet. Look, the party's over, damn it. Go home. Okay, I don't know how that was. Max Caviar, I did use that. And I used the NYX lip liner with that. I did not use the House Labs Atomic Shaker. This one is Rosewood Shine. I did not use that. For the formal dinner, I had on that MAC look and that black lipstick from MAC. I did use the Definisil's Lancome mascara and the Beyond mascara from City Beauty that I showed you. I only took 2 chapsticks. I used them both. I took Vanilla Mint. So now that can go home. Okay, stuff is not acting right. What the hell? Alright, let me just keep moving. Vanilla Mint and Cotton Candy I took. These are the eyeliners I took for lower lash line. Which ones did I use? I used Stage 5 Clinger. These are all matte color excess. I did use Nudge Nudge Ink. I did use Sick Tap Bro. Did I use all of these? I think I did. This one is Hellbent. This one is, I don't remember if I used State of Night. That one I'm not sure. I did use Pool Shark. So I used all except one of the eyeliners I took. And the last thing to show you are the eyeliners I took for my upper lash line. And this is empty, so that's going to go back into storage. And so I used the brown. Did I use the brown? This is MAC Fluid Line. Dip Down is a brown. I don't think I used this one. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember if I used that. I did use this. I used with the Pride look just to add color, and this is number 79. And people were like, "Is that a red eyeliner?" I was like, "Yup." Y'all, these eyeliners are so much fun. This is the one I have one today from Inglot, and this is number 97. It shows up, but it doesn't. You can clearly see it on my wings, but over my mobile lid, you can see it just a tiny bit. But I like how, like, you can tell something is there, but it might look like a shadow and how the light's playing off of it. But I do like how this looks, and that's what this is. And I got it thinking it wasn't going to show up much, but if you can see across my mobile lid, like, it does show up. I really like that. I did use, this is number 84. I did use this. Which look was this? This might have been my I Need a Nude. No, I Need a Warm eyeshadow look. I might have used this for that. I know I did use it. I only did 3 looks. So, yeah, I did not use Dip Down as a brown. Because I used the one I have on now. I used the red and I used the yellow. So that means I did not use this one, which is number 99. I did not use this one. And so that's everything I took. That's what I used. And so I used just about everything. Maybe like 3 things I did not use. And so I feel good about that. Because I used to pack a whole bunch of stuff and then be like, I ain't even use it, so what was the point? You know what I mean? And so I try to be like, okay, well, what am I really going to use? And I was insisting on getting these looks done, even though I couldn't record them, because I didn't feel like doing looks. I was so tired. But I said, you know what? I took this stuff. I done told my trolls I'm gonna do these looks, and I did the looks. But that is everything, y'all. That is it. I'm done. And I do apologize again for the horizontal thing. I mean, the vertical thing, because I swear, y'all, I did just double check it. Like, what? I don't. So maybe next week will be horizontal. I don't know what we're going to do next Monday night. Yeah, it's just a lot going on in my mind about all of this stuff. And I am going to chat with my members about it, and I am going to do a members only video. What I'm waiting for, because it's very, I don't want to say it's personal, but it can be taken in a very bad way. Hello, hi Natalie. I know I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. It's not. It's something that can be taken way wrong, and I don't want it to be out here public, and so that's going to be members only. And what I'm waiting for is for the gifted memberships to end. I think a few people stayed when Sandy gifted. The first 10 that Janessa gifted, I don't think anybody stayed. And so there's maybe like 7 more gifted memberships. And so I really just want to keep it. And of course, I hope they stay. But I want to just keep certain things like in the house. You know what I mean? And so I'm waiting for that to fall off before I do what I'm talking about I'm going to do. But stuff will be coming out prior to that about the program and my review of the makeup kit. And I'm looking at it because it's over there. But I am excited. I am very excited. Because as I said, I didn't plan on doing this. And stuff is just falling into place. And I'm just like, damn. And I am a firm believer that what's supposed to happen is going to happen. I really am. And it's just like, damn, this is nuts. I'm like, this is freaking nuts. But that's all I got, y'all. Any comments or anything or whatever? The reason I put that back there, because I was going to order a backdrop. And some of them do just look like sheets on a rod. So I'm like, if I can put something back there over the screen, like if I could block this out right here, like I think that looks decent. But then the darn side fell off over there. And so I may just do that. So at least the background will be just plain. And I do have some light tan sheets. And so I just wanted to see like how it would look. But yeah, that side decided not to want to play nice. So, but anyway, y'all, thank you so much for being here. Any comments on any of this stuff or all the stuff that's happening in my life or Bueller? All right, we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Bueller. Oh, my gosh. I do appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for helping me unpack. Now I got to put a label on here of what the description is and when I opened it. And for... where did I put that powder? I think I put it back in the case. That Fashion Fair powder I opened. I need to put a label on that. Does going through what you use make you want to pack differently next time? No. Because for... I'm still here. Because for this one, you have a coworker that sounds like that. Bueller. This way, I can only pack a certain way. Because I only have this space that's right here. And so for me, it's just packing it in a way where what I want to fit will fit. And this is hard, so it's not going to flex. And you can pack it to where this is bulging, but then it might not close over, not to say these brushes, but this one, because this is a hard lid. And so it's just packing as much as I can in here and having it flat. And I do usually put like something like this over top of it, especially if it's a fragile palette that's in there. So for this one, I'll say no. And I have been good about this year using what I take. And so I think I just learned how to be more aware of like what I'm taking and being more, what's the word? I lost what I was going to say. Excuse me. To be more realistic, to be more realistic about, am I really going to use all 5 of these eyeshadow palettes? Because when I'm at Academy, I take a different palette for every day, and it's 5 days, and I do a look every day. And so it's just really being realistic. And also I make myself, like, even if I don't feel like doing a look, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna set my alarm early, get up and do this look because I said I was. And if y'all know me, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And so it putting that commitment on myself, that obligation on myself, it helps me to be more aware of, am I really going to use this? You know what I'm saying? Because there were times when I would take a whole bunch of stuff and not use half of it, and I'm like, why did I even pack all this stuff, carrying all this heavy stuff around, and not even use? What's the point? And so it just helped me to just be realistic and just pack that way. And then this one, only so much fits in here. This does flex. This does flex. And it has some give, but I don't want to bulk it out too much. And so I'll put, like you saw, stuff in the tube in here. And I didn't show y'all how it was. These two, the House Labs bronzers, they fit straight at the bottom. And there's still room. So I had the highlighters on top. I had the blushes on top of that. And the lip, let me just do it this way. And so this side that has space, this is where I had the chapsticks and the lip glosses and the eyeliner pencils. And so just packing in a way that everything just fit. Everything just fits. And so I love that the House Labs like does fit here, because then I can just layer stuff on top of it and it not be, and I like to be organized too. So when stuff be looking crazy, I'll be like, that ain't cute. Like, no. But yeah, so I wouldn't do anything different. Just continue being aware of what would I use and what would I not use, and making it a point to use what I take. Even though one lip gloss I didn't take, one eyeliner pencil I didn't use, well, one lip gloss I didn't use. I said take by mistake. Where did you get that makeup pouch? This and the longer one came in the Esom professional makeup kit. Excuse me. How that one was long, there's a long one on the other side with Velcro, like how this has Velcro on it. And it has 2 of these at the top. So it all came together. And I bought it years ago when it was like 60% off. That thing is hundreds of dollars. It was 60% off. And the brush book, the one that does not have a clear case, that came free. And so I remember I did a video about it. I think I have an Esom playlist if you want to see what it is. But yeah, I was telling people, if you want this, get it now while it's 60% off, and you got the brush book for free, because that brush book on its own cost $65. That came free. And the whole case thing, which I can't, where is it? Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'll show it to you. This is the case. This is the Esom case. And it does have a thing for a strap. It has a strap in it. And you can put this on the back of your luggage. So you can just sit this on there. And so, let me move some stuff. I'll open it and show you real quick. Thank you y'all for being here. I should have known I was going to do something. And so I'm opening it up. Let me lay it flat and open it up and show you. And so, and I use this for my backup stuff, to be honest with you. So this is what it looks like. Okay. These are Velcroed in. So this is the long one. The brush book, that just sits up here. And then you have a long one down here. And this space up here, which is where this one goes. So that's where that goes. Oh, if I fall off this stool. So this is the Esom professional makeup case thing. And the only one that doesn't have the Velcro is the brush book. That just sits up here. But yeah, so that was an amazing deal. I'm like, I'm getting it. And at the time, I didn't know what for. But I store my backups in there. And you see I travel with the brush book and one of the smaller ones. But yeah, so that is that. So thank you. I would say keep an eye on it. I do have a link down below, but I say keep an eye on it for when it is big. It holds a lot. Because that was just the brush book and one of the little things. And you saw how much makeup I pulled out of both of those. Um, but I do have a link below, so feel free to save it. And I would say just wait for a sale because it's almost $200 for the case, and it doesn't include the brush book, and that's $65. So you're looking at over $200. And so when I saw that 60% off sale, I said I'm gonna use it for something, and I found a use for it. And so, but it is really nice. It is really sturdy, and Esom is a professional makeup brand. Their stuff is high quality, and I've had it for years and years and years and years. And so, look at me, y'all. I'm sweaty, and my ears are red. What the hell? This one's not red. Why is just one ear red? That is so weird. You're welcome. You are more than welcome. Yeah, even for storage, because it keeps everything nice and neat, and it looks, looks stylish. So we're gonna go, y'all. Thank you for being here. Any other final questions, Bueller, Dawn? I'm still waiting for Dawn to do videos. And one day she will. We'll wait. Because we already said we would watch it. So, but we'll wait for you. We'll be here. I'm gonna drink some more water because I'm hot. And that'll be it, I guess, if there's no closing comments, questions. I need to put this in the thing back in the kit part thing. But so stay tuned for real. Yeah, because there's going to be, I already made a playlist for the program thing. I just need to put more videos in it other than the one video that I aired so far. But I appreciate, I'm not even going to I had a bottle today while I was driving because it was a lot of driving. I think I'm going to take a nap. And I have been taking naps and still waking up sleepy and going back to sleep. It's been crazy. And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which means I got to get up earlier than usual. And then I have another appointment later during the week, so I'll be getting up earlier than usual. I'm just like, I did not hit traffic though. But because I think we left the hotel at, I think maybe 2 o'clock. So I was before rush hour traffic. And dropping off Big Sis, she was not far from 95 North. And once I was on 95, everything was just, I looked down, I was going over 80. And I'm like, oh shit, let me slow down. So then I got in the middle lane behind somebody that was going like 75. But traffic was good because I was concerned about that. Like, okay, it's almost, I lost my word. Almost rush hour. And a holiday. But yeah, traffic was good, but it was still just a lot. But so thank you all for being here. You'll see me. I think I have a video going up tomorrow. I don't even know. Probably because y'all know I got stuff going up almost as much as Grace does. Not as much as Grace do, but yeah, we be pumping out some content. If y'all are new here, if y'all watching the replay crew, follow Joe Beauty 87. She got something for everybody, y'all. She be hustling for real. And she's real cool peoples. And that's my bestie. My YouTube bestie. So we're going to go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping me put stuff away. Because the only thing I got to do is label this and label that Fashion Fair powder. And clean this up. Wash the brushes. Drink some more water. And that'll be it. So I may have a video tomorrow morning. I don't know. But we'll definitely... T. Fuller, St. Angel Centers is going. Anyone want to sell their Steph's Pier? I never purchased anything from SAS. I never did. But that's a good question. So if anybody has something to sell, let T. Fuller know. So we're going to go. We'll be back here next Monday. When I figure out what we're doing, I'll let y'all know. And if not, I'll just still schedule it and put topic to be determined. And so maybe I'll ask my members about that one. I do plan to use I Need a Warm to use up the rest of the shades I didn't. And I need to use the last 3 in here. And y'all know the Pride palette. I got like 30 more shades to use in there. But I did write out the palettes that I used for August. And so maybe we'll do the roundup for the live next week. I'm going to ask the members about that. We'll talk later about beauties. Okay. Yeah, I never purchased. I heard some messy stuff about the brand, and so I was just like, I I don't have that much energy to for certain things. But anyway, y'all will see me next week here. Meanwhile, you'll see me during the week. Members, look out for members only posts. Um, and that's it. So we're going to go less than an hour, 59 minutes and 46 seconds. We're going to go before we hit 60 seconds. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will chat with some of y'all later through text. Oh, 53 seconds. Bye. Bye. Under an hour. Bye.